property empire in 2022. How do you start the journey? 7 years ago, I started my own journey into becoming a property developer. But about 12, 13 years ago, I started as a property broker. And today I've built a multi-billion naira property empire with office in UK, US, Dubai, and Nigeria is our two biggest locations. Dubai is our international headquarters. Nigeria is our African headquarters. Okay, and let me say this to you: if you are not making money from real estate, you are not yet rich. I've said this over and over again. The proof that you are wealthy is real estate. It's not by car. It's not by who you know. It's by owning property. The first commandment God gave man, Genesis chapter 1, was not even thou shalt not kill, was not thou shalt not steal, was thou shalt what? Subdue the earth, replenish it, dominate it. The first commandment God gave man in Genesis was to do real estate. First commandment. Go and read your Bible. So the proof that God has blessed a man or a woman is that he or she owns real estate. That's why today everybody loves Dubai. We praise Dubai. Everybody is mentioning, can't you see how Dubai is? But what is the proof that Dubai made it? Real estate. When Dubai started building skyscrapers, tallest building in the world, tallest hotel, 7-star hotel, when they started expanding their real estate asset, the world stood still and started investing in Dubai. So the proof that you are wealthy in 2022 is that you have property asset. You have real estate asset. So are you ready to learn how to do it? If you're ready to learn, type, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to learn. I want you to engage me. I want you to interact with me. I want this to be call and response, and I'm ready to go. How many of you are ready? So I have 6 points I'm going to be training you today. 6 points on how to build your property empire. 6 points. The first thing you must do, if you must build a multi-billion empire, is to invest in training. Only those who train will reign in life. Everybody type, only those who train will reign in life. That's the first point. Now, point number 1, invest in training about real estate. Invest in training on real estate. Nobody brought knowledge from heaven. We learned it when we got here. Invest, no, point number 1, invest in training on real estate. Nobody, let me tell you this. After becoming a billionaire in the real estate sector, I am back to Harvard University, right? Spending another $13,000 learning about the same real estate business that I've made money on. Because training is not a destination, it's a journey. There is never a point where you have arrived when it comes to learning. You keep getting better. You keep learning every day and keep getting better. So you should never get to a point and say, I know it all. No. Even if you are currently successful in real estate, you can learn more this year. So your first point is to say, I want to learn. If you see anybody doing well, go and ask them how they trained. Go and tell them, who trained you? What did you learn? Thank you, Gilbert, for typing that. Invest in training on real estate. Many of us don't train. Only those who train will reign. If you see anybody reigning in their field, some of you admire me. Dr. Stevie is doing well. I want to be like him. The secret of Dr. Stevie is telling you now is training. I read on real estate. I study real estate. I have literally picked all the most successful billionaires in the real estate sector and I follow them and I'm studying what they are doing. I'm studying their pattern. I'm studying how they are doing it. How are they raising funds? How are they picking their real estate locations? How's Grant Cardone doing it? How's Robert Kiyosaki doing it? And let me tell you this. How many of you know that success leaves clues? If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. Success leaves clue. By just studying the life of a rich man, studying, and you begin to execute what he is doing, you can replicate what he's doing. You can do it. Success leaves clue. So when somebody is successful, unfortunately, many of us, instead of studying the life of people who are rich, we want to insult them. Oh, Dangote doesn't help anybody. Bill Gates, they're all scammers. They're all trying to control the world. You are busy talking about myths, about all manner of nonsense. Instead of you to study about how they became wealthy, what is the strategy? What is the principle? How are these people doing it? They don't have two heads. The day you meet Bill Gates, you'll be humble. The man is as simple as anything. The day you meet Dangote, you'll be humble. He's as many people also say the same thing. The day you meet Stephen Akita, he's as human as anything. One day we did training, and after the training, some people started shaking my hand and then touching me. You are human like us. I'm like, what do you think? I'm as human as everybody else. As natural. Come on, are you excited? If you're excited, type I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Remember, share this video, 50 times. Assignment number 1, I want you to make a list of 10 property role models this year. What did I call it? Please, all of you, as you are getting the assignment, let me type it. Assignment number 1, make a list of 10 property role models. Number 1, role model should be Stephen Akintayo, of course, my humble self. Okay? With all sense of humility. Thank you. Right? Role models. Why am I saying role models? Some of them you may not be able to afford to make them your mentor. But at least start by making them your role model. What does it mean for someone to be a role model? In other words, that's the kind of person you want to replicate in terms of result. So how do you then do it? You start watching their videos, you follow them across all social media platforms, you sign up to their email list so that you get emails from them every day. You study their life, their pattern, their company, you watch what they're doing. And the ones you can afford to execute, you immediately execute. When they have trainings, you go. When they have courses, you go. When they have seminars, you attend. Role model 10. Number 2, make Grant Cardone 1, 2. Grant Cardone has to be one of those people to make a role model. Number 3 person you should pick, okay, is Robert Kiyosaki. Number 4, whether you like politics or not, go and read all the books by Donald Trump on real estate. Forget the political part. What you need is the lesson. And I say this to people. 2 P's you must not have in your life: poverty and pride. You cannot afford to be poor and be proud at the same time. Right? A rich man is talking. You don't have anything. You say you know something about money. What are you talking about? That's pure arrogance. A rich man is talking about money. You don't know anything about money. You think your own voice matters. It does not. It's pure arrogance. So leave Donald Trump political life. Study his real estate books. You'll be wowed. You'll be wowed. You'll be wowed. And that's one of the things God has helped me. There's no perfect mentor. There's no perfect role model. What we have learned to do is to look away on the other aspect of their life and focus on the main thing why we have decided to be learning from them. So I'm giving you those 4. You to go and study the remaining 3, the remaining 6 and add. So get, assignment number 1, get 10 real estate role models. 10 that you are going to say, these people, I'm going to study their life on how they made it in real estate, and I will start my own journey too. Are you enjoying this class? If you're enjoying this class, type I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. Come on, engage me, everybody. Type I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. I want to know. I need to know if you're enjoying today's class or not. For those of you just joining us, I'm Dr. Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most influential investment coach. I started my real estate empire with just $10, 1,000 Nigerian naira. No, my business 14 years ago. Then 6 years ago, I went into full-time real estate development, and we've built a multi-billion naira real estate empire in 4 continents of the world, and we're expanding by the day. So, number 2, how do you build a multi-billion naira real estate empire? How do you do that? How do you do that? Number 2, okay? Make friends with people who are into real estate. Can everybody help me write it? Make friends with people who are into real estate. Do you know that out of the 10 closest people to me today, 7 of them are involved in real estate, either construction or they are doing direct real estate business or one thing or the other. The biggest mistake you can make is to make friends who are not going where you are going. Let me say this again. The biggest mistake you can make in life is to make friends who are not going where you are going. Have you noticed that most pastors, all their friends are pastors? Have you noticed that? Most medical doctors, all their best, closest friends are medical doctors. Have you noticed that most lawyers, all their closest friends are lawyers? So you've decided to say you want to go into real estate. You don't have any friend that is into real estate. The day you go into trouble, who will come to your aid? Who will give you good counsel? Who will begin to say, my friend? Who will come around you and strengthen you when you are in challenge or you are in trouble? This is the reason why many businesses fail. You do not have friends that are doing the same business as you. They don't have an idea. So the day you have a challenge with your business, even your friends start gossiping about you. You won't listen. We told him not to do that business. Stupid boy. We told him. Have you noticed this? And many of you have noticed that, and I want your response. Have you noticed that if all your friends are employees, the day you say you want to go into business, many of them will discourage you. And when you have your first business challenge, all of them will say, I told you, this is why I also decided not to do business. How many of you notice? If you notice, type I notice. If all your friends are employees, they don't own business. You decide to say you want to go into business, right? Your choice. First of all, many of them will discourage you. Second of all, if it now goes bad, they will tell you, we told you. You know, this is also why we decide to humble ourselves. You now, you felt you were better than us. You're doing and maybe entrepreneur. You think they're not beans? Okay? So, in life, once you choose a profession, once you decide to go a direction, get friends in the same business, get friends in the same thing, get friends in the same circle, get friends who are doing the same thing, because what happens is that they will strengthen you. They will encourage you. It's never easy to do anything. Never easy. I'll give you a story of one of my clients. This client used to work with, he was a civil servant here in Lagos with the Lottery Commission of Lagos. And he decided to start a school. And he decided to retire early. He was a top guy. I remember when he was still, because lottery, they give them a lot of gifts, just to get approval and all of that. He used to ride a brand new Toyota Corolla. Clothes neat. The man, all the money, because he used to do business with me to buy SMS, marketing and all of that. Whenever he pays me cash, it's brand new money. One day, he opened his boot and brought almost $1 million to pay me. Brand new money. Always, now the man started his school, resigned. Started his school. I remember the last time I saw him, number one, he wasn't driving a brand new car anymore. Number two, he wasn't wearing brand new clothes anymore. And he was telling me, he said, I am worried because all my friends are worried for me. When they will start calling me, they will say, they think something has gone wrong. That, I'm no longer as lavish as I used to. He said, but in reality, I have made more money. I have more assets. We're about opening another school in Magodo. I'm richer than my colleagues in the civil service, but because I have to put money into buying buses. They have more than 10 buses. So I would rather even drive one of the school bus than to be driving brand new Toyota Corolla. All of that, we've sold it to buy bus for the school. Now, his old friends are mocking him. All right? What's going on? Are you challenged? Are you troubled? You know why? They expect things to go bad for him. They didn't want him to go start a business. He should be like them. Be like us. Don't try to prove that you are better. And in reality, you're not trying to prove anything. You just want a better life for yourself. Are you enjoying this? If you're enjoying this type, I'm enjoying this. Share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Share everywhere. So number two, if you will build a real estate empire like I have done, get real estate friends. Intentionally go and make friends with people who are into real estate. Go and make friends with them. Go and meet them. Tell them, sir, I want to be your friend. Sir, I know you're into real estate. What does it take to be your friend, sir? I am humble. I'm willing to learn. I am patient. I'm willing to learn from you. That is how you do it. I flew last year after studying Grant Cardone for many years. I must get closer to this man. Enough of, just watching. Yes, he's a role model, but I need something closer with Grant Cardone. I took a business class ticket from Lagos here last year. Flew down to Florida. Paid money. The training was, I think, $2,900. $99. Right? I paid almost $3,000. I paid. I didn't even know that training he wasn't going to appear. Went to his office, attended the class, lodged myself in the hotel in Florida, Ventura. And listened to, unfortunately, he wasn't the trainer. The staff started training me. I was so exposed by what I learned from Grant Cardone. Only for me to be going after the class. I just saw the man in the car. So I remember walking up to him and I greeted. I said, I came all the way from Nigeria. We love you in Nigeria. Grant Cardone, for the first time, spoke to a Nigerian audience for the first time in his life. I brought him. But it took me to make up my mind that I will fly from Lagos to go and meet a man in Florida. Spend my money. Pay the man. This year, 2021, I paid Grant Cardone over $105,000 to learn from the man. Listen, anything you tolerate will remain. If you like poverty will massage your life. Many of you are comfortable where you are. You are too comfortable. Too comfortable. I said it in the article I wrote about this show. There are two people I can't deal with. I can't deal with two people. If you don't have faith for big things, see, billionaire, how? Me, 100,000. Now here I want, as I did, 100,000. Pere, what you told me. I can't be your friend if you think that way. I cannot stand people who cannot have faith on big things, who can't believe God for big things. The second type of people I cannot be friends with in my life are those who cannot be hungry for more success. Right? Who are not hungry. Little things you are already raising your shoulder. Oftentimes I go to places with my staff and they will say, Oga, they will be addressing my staff as the Oga. Because when they see me, I don't have pot belly. You can see me. Right? And you can see my face. Fine boy, no pimples. I can pass for 18-year-old. How many of you agree? Meanwhile, my first son will soon be 18. But I can pass for an 18-year-old. Fine boy, no pimples. Hallelujah. Right? No. So many people literally look down on me when they see me. They don't expect that I control a multi-billion naira business. They don't believe it. Because I am hungry for success. You need to see me in any of our estate. I'm walking everywhere, jumping up and down. I am hungry for more. I don't feel I am a rich man. It's you that think I'm rich. I don't feel big. In my own eye, I have just started. And we will hit it. We will shock the world. We're going places. This year, I have set a new target. We must sell $1 billion worth of real estate. This year, I've told my team, we're over 300 staff. We are growing this year to 1,000 staff. And we're going headlong. We can do it. Grant Cardone doesn't have two heads. Last year, he's done almost $4 billion. Right? He doesn't have two heads. I will do my own too. Guys, we have 400 live viewers. Come on. Come on. Come on. You guys are fantastic. 400 live viewers. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Remember, we are going 1,000 viewers. 1,000. Right? And I want to thank all of you for joining me. My name is Dr. Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most influential investment coach. And I'm teaching you how to build a multi-billion real estate empire. I've done it myself. You can Google my name and read my story. Today is not for that. But I'm teaching you practical steps and teaching you 6 steps you can take to turn your real estate around in the year 2022. Remember that you cannot call yourself a rich man if you don't own real estate. In fact, many of these Guinness Book World Record people, it is their real estate they use to measure their wealth. I want everybody to share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Even your enemy, invite them here. The reason people hate you is because they are broke. If they are rich, they won't remember you. They are busy making money. So even your enemy, invite them. Your friends, invite them. Share this, let it go viral. They always say to me, Africans only love gossip. They only share bad news. Anything good, they won't share. I don't know if you notice that. If you notice, type I notice. Do you notice that we Africans, we hardly share good news? Right? If they kidnap 20 people now, we will shout, they have kidnapped people. People are dying in Nigeria. All of them have died in Nigeria. It's bad news we like to share. The day they are saying, come and learn how to become a billionaire in real estate. Saying, can answer. Are you sure? I'm not sure I'm really interested. We like to share bad news, and that's why we're not making progress. The day somebody is teaching us how to empower ourselves, we will not share. So share this video now. Number 3, start investing with whatever you have now. Start investing with whatever you have now. You cannot build real estate wealth if you are arrogant. Somebody just chatted me now, and I get so many people like that. Dr. Steven, they told me, and some of you have accent when you're talking to me, they told me that you're a real estate expert. You see, I'm looking for property around Ikoyi, Victoria Island, or Lekki Phase 1. Will you manage Lekki Phase 1? And when you talk to me like that, I know where I will catch you. My next question would be, what is your budget? What is your budget? Usually, guess what I will hear? The same person who wants Ikoyi, who wants Lekki Phase 1, who wants Victoria Island. And I say, what is your budget? I say, my budget is like a little above 50 million naira. And they will shout it like, it's plenty money. And I'll burst into laughter. 50 million naira cannot even buy 200 square meter in Ikoyi. It cannot buy 200 square meter in Victoria Island. 50 million naira cannot buy 200 square meter in Lekki Phase 1. Anybody that told you they can do that, they are trying to scam you. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them deceive you. So start from what you can afford. Start from where you are. Start somewhere. Everybody who owns a property empire today, go and ask them, where is your first property? They will tell you, my first property was in Aton. My first property was in Ikorodu. My first property was in, we mentioned one odd place. I'll tell you 2 stories to humble you today. What am I saying? Number 3, start from where you are with what you have. You must buy property today. Start your new year by owning a property. Start your new year. Your new year gift should be a property. Let freaky yourself, like Macaroni will say, freaky yourself with a land. Freaky yourself with a land this year. That's what you should start. But don't say, but I can't afford. Start where you are. I'll give you 3 stories on this because this is important. And if I don't give you stories of people who have done it, you will think everybody else who is so big, who is rich man. And I see people do that. In fact, there is a quotable quote by Reno Mercury, where he was advising people to go and buy property. And somebody said, you are talking as if it is cheap to buy property. And you know the reply Reno said? He said, well, you know, I guess it is free to sleep under Oshodi, under bridge in Oshodi. It must be free to sleep under the bridge in Oshodi. Because some of us are so negative-minded. So, number 1 story, start with what you can afford. Start at your level. Is one of the professors that I met. I wanted to buy a land from him in Aton, Ota. How many of you know Aton? If you know Aton, type I know Aton. If you don't know Aton, type I don't know Aton. Aton is after Winners Chapel, Covenant University, way down. Way down. It's a remote village, literally. And this man is 85 as at the time I met him. I wanted to buy his property. So one day I visited him because we're trying to negotiate for him, Baba, to reduce price for us. And Baba shared a story with me. He said, Stephen, do you know over 40 years ago, they gave me 2 acres in Surulere. Everybody type Surulere. 2 acres of land to buy in Surulere. He said he told them, Olo Maje. He said, as at that time, Surulere was interior. It was thick forest. Baba was explaining to me, he said, the city center of Lagos, you are looking at Bariga, Bagada, you are looking at Isaleko, Mushin, Ojuelegba, then Yaba was like the modern, area. So when they told him they would give him 2 acres in Surulere, he said, God forbid, in Surulere. He said, he was today, he's pained that he did not make that move. He said, in fact, that was why when they now showed him the land in Aton, he wanted to reject it again and say, me, Aton. That the wife said, this was how you rejected Surulere. You said Surulere was too far. Many of you do not know that today. Some of you are proud to say, I live in Opebi Island. I live in Magodo. All these places were thick forest. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. This is the reason why the airport is in Ikeja. Ikeja was bush. They used to do ritual killer in Opebi. Opebi in broad daylight. You will run to pass Opebi. Broad daylight. In fact, he was telling me, he said, when Jack Conde became governor and started building all this MQ Abiola Garden and all this housing estates around, what's it called? Around Alausa Secretariat. Civil servants used to tell Jack Conde he would be the one to go and live there. Right? That they are not going to live there because this whole place were thick forest. So the place you call bush today is about to become city. That's why a former American president is called George Bush. Bush is good. For those of us who are building real estate empire, we love the bush. We turn bush to city. When people tell me, what do you do, Dr. Stephen? I say, I turn bush to city and I'm proud of it. My job is to turn bush to city. They interviewed me one day on China's television and I told them, I said, give me CO of Sambisa Forest. I will build skyscraper. What are you talking about? Is that not how Dubai did it? Sambisa Forest is forest. In fact, they are calling it forest, but it's actually desert. But it's the same way Dubai turned desert to city. Bush. Go and check all Dubai pictures. 30 years ago, 1992. Go and check how Dubai looked like. Thick desert. Thick desert. But some people believe they could turn into city. The same desert now, tallest building in the world. Are you getting value, guys? If you are getting value, type, I am getting value. I'm getting value. Everybody, talk to me. Type, I'm getting value. I'll share one more testimony on the power of bush, buying the bush. Daddy Gio shared this story and you can Google it, right? Of how Daddy Gio is the founder of the largest church congregation, Pentecostal church congregation in Nigeria and by far Africa and, probably the world right now. And he said many years ago, the church, their headquarters became small and they needed something big. And they got a particular location closer to Lagos, right? And they told him the price of that land per plot is 52 naira. He said, as at that time, the whole church could not afford 52 naira. And he told the church, say, I don't take loan. I don't borrow. God told us we should not borrow. So he cannot take a loan. He said if it was a church, they can remove the founder, that the majority of the church board were ready to remove him because they felt the land was prime, was a good location, it was good. And he told them, go and look for something cheaper. He said one of the members of the board the following week was going to Ibadan. Lagos Ibadan Expressway. He saw some people discussing about a land. 6,000 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, the first property of Redeemed Christian Church, which is now called Redeemed Camp, where they have a tent that seats 10 million people, was bought for 6,000 naira. How many of you know it? If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. The first set of property that is now known as Redemption Camp was bought for 6,000 naira. If you know the story, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. By the way, you can Google it. Now, the same Redemption Camp, behind Redemption Camp, you need millions to buy a land there. The same place they bought for 6,000 naira. So if you don't wake up and realize that there's gold mined anywhere, let me give you a data that will shock you. How many of you know that the latest report by Washington Post said by the year 2100, Lagos will be the largest city in the world, having between 80 to 100 million people. If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. By the way, Washington Post, go and read the report. Year 2100, Lagos will be the largest city in the world, not in Africa, in the world. Lagos will have over 80 million people, and by that become the largest. And the report says that anybody who by chance own any piece of real estate in Lagos is a billionaire. So wake up! All this one that Ibejuleki is too far, Ikorodu is too far, Badagry is too far. Wake up! You are leaving money on the table. May you not regret like Baba of 85, who rejected Surulere. He said it was forest, he cannot buy it. And Baba was speaking British because he studied in the UK. He's a surgeon, studied in the UK. I was thinking, in it. How many in it are here? Come on, where are my in it? Those of you in the UK, in it. Baba was speaking in it, and he lost Surulere. In it. May you not lose the land that will give you the highest return this year 2021. Can I get a louder amen? May you not lose the land that will give you the highest return. May you not lose what will turn your... Listen, real estate can turn not just your own life, the entire generation around. You can end poverty in your entire lineage by owning real estate. Number 3, start investing with what you have, where you are. Don't say, oh, all I have is 1 million. Start. Go and deposit it and say, my initial deposit for my first plot, make una take 1 million. Give me 3 months, I will balance. Right? Where can my money cover? Ask them. Don't say, but my money can, I want Ikorodu until I get, I want Lekki Phase 1 until I get money for Lekki Phase 1, I won't own property. Stop that nonsense. Start somewhere. Are you ready for number 4? So number 4 is where we are now. If you're ready, type, I'm ready. Right? So number 4, run from negative news and association. Who is helping me to type this point? I like that you help me type this point so that those joining us, they can see the point. By the way, I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most influential investment coach. Okay? You have someone like me in your life, you can't be poor again. You cannot be poor. I forbid you to be poor. Right? In our community, we hate poverty. We are rich people. We are billionaires. And that's why I authored this book, The Billionaire Habit. Right? So you can't know me and be a thousandaire and be romancing poverty. You can't know me. This is my latest book. And by the way, a sequel of this book is coming out on my birthday. Right? Number 4, run away from negative news and association. How many of you know that you will have owned property today, if not for friends that discourage you? And there are plenty on social media. I call it social media witchcraft. Yes, you heard me. Social media witchcraft is the latest trend now going on. And I don't know why. What is social media witchcraft? Let me tell you a basic thing. In African setting, many of us are from Africa. They always, how do they identify witches in the villages, in the African setting? They are always going to start perpetuating their witchcraft by saying negative news. That's always how witches behave. And what we have done is to modernize witchcraft, bring it to social media. Begin to talk negativity on social media. Begin to only spread negative news on social media. So for me, one of the things people say, are you not afraid? You're investing back in Nigeria. I say, oh, you don't understand. It is darkest before dawn. It is darkest before dawn. I have studied the trends of Nigeria. 1998 was the darkest year. It was the darkest year. It was was as if Abacha was going to come back after people have been killed, after a legitimate election had been robbed. Nigeria was dark. And this man, people keep hailing the man that he was still going to be the civilian president. And God showed up. Everybody say, God showed up. Come on, everybody say, God showed up. God showed up. Took the man overnight. 1999, peace like a river. 2000, by 2003, many Nigerians in diaspora started running back to Nigeria. How many of you remember? How many of you remember? By 2003, many Nigerians in diaspora started coming back to Nigeria. Nigeria started booming again. Before you know it, 2007 or so, another dark period. We were not sure. Is our president dead? Is he alive? Is he dead? Is he alive? Another dark moment. Not too long. Jonathan came to power. Boom! Things started booming again. So now we have Buhari and we all know what is going on. Things are tough. Right? Things are tough. But it is darkest before dawn. You watch out. You watch out. So number 5. If you are ready for number 5, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 5. Register to be a property agent. Register to be a property agent. You know, I tell people your network determines your net worth. How wealth is created when you are not from a rich home is to start selling something that will attract rich people to you. Is to start providing solutions that attract wealthy people. A lot of the wealthy people that I know today, I didn't know them until I started real estate. Real estate connects everybody. Everybody needs real estate. The rich, the poor, the old, the young. Everybody needs real estate. So when you become a property agent, you start selling properties and you get commission. And you can start using your own commission to start buying your own real estate. That's how I started over 10 years ago. I did not start as a property developer. I didn't have money to start as a developer. So what I did was I was selling for companies. I didn't even have a job. I looked for a job. I spent 8 years in Osu instead of 5 years. 8 years in Osu. Only to finish again. I printed 100 CV. I started taking to companies. I said, don't pay me until I prove I can perform in your organization. They still didn't give me a job. Okay? So the only job I saw was that I could sell property for people. I could get commission. They will give me 10% if it's land. They will give me 5% if I sell a house. I said, let's go. Yeah, and I was good with social media. I started pushing on social media. I remember when I made my first sale, it was through BlackBerry. How many of you remember BlackBerry? How many of you remember BlackBerry? If you remember type, I remember BlackBerry. Right? BlackBerry. That was what I would do article. At the end of my article, I would state that I sell, I sell real estate. Oh, come and buy you. And before I knew it, it was like magic. I sold my first real estate. My first real estate, I didn't know the woman until the day she came to pay in my Oga's office. That was how I started. So I don't care whether you're in US, you're in Canada, you're in UK, you are in Nigeria, you can become a property broker today. How many of you want to become a property broker today? Type me. Come on, how many of you? Even if you don't have money to buy your own real estate, at least start as a property broker. How many of you want to become a property broker today? Are you ready? Number 5. Number 5, get a property mentor. Get a property mentor. How many of you have a property mentor? If you have, type 1. If you don't have, type 2. How many of you have a property mentor? If you have a property mentor, type 1. If you do not have a property mentor, type 2. Get a property mentor today. My life didn't change until I took this serious. I got a property mentor. Somebody who qualifies to be a property mentor. By the way, if you have a property mentor, type 1. If you don't have, type 2. Number 6, get a property mentor. Property mentor. Who is a property mentor? A property mentor is an individual, male or female. It could be younger than you, it could be older than you, but the person has succeeded in building real estate empire for themselves. Do not get a property mentor who does not have result. Right? Don't get a property mentor who does not have result. How many of you have noticed that one of the biggest mistakes we do is that we often pick friends who are poorer than us? How many of you notice? If you notice, type I notice. One of the biggest mistakes why people are poor is that they associate with poor people, but not just that, the people giving them money advice are poorer than them. How many of you notice that? The year your finances will change is the year you choose to only become friends with people who are richer than you. It is not sentiment, it's not emotion. I always say it. If you are not richer than me, you cannot teach me in a thing. It's not fight. But I'm only going to pick a mentor that has more results than I do in an area. It's my rule. It's my law. When I'm picking a mentor in a field, you must have more result than I do in that field. If you don't have more result than me in that field, I cannot pick you as a mentor. It's my rule. You must have more result. So anybody who will be your mentor in real estate must have results. Some of you listen to people who don't have any result whatsoever. Right? The reason why many of you don't own property today, all your friends don't own. So the day you told them you want to buy real estate, they told you not to do it. They discouraged you. Right? They discouraged you. They told you all the bad news until you didn't do it. For those of you saying it's not going, just Google GTEX and Associate. Google will bring the right address for you. Right? For those of you saying the address is not going, just type GTEX and Associates. Right? Type it on Google. Google will give you the correct address to sign up as a property agent on the house. So get a property mentor. Get one. How many of you want me to be your property mentor? How many of you would like me to mentor you in the real estate sector? If you would like me to mentor you, type, please mentor me. Mentor me. How many of you would like me to mentor you? Now, for those of you who want to be mentored in property agency, I've already told you how. Go and register under www.gtexandassociate.com. Just Google it and Google will bring the right address. Now, the second is for those of you who want to buy real estate. Now, I must confess to you, we are not one of those cheapest real estate company. Deposit 100,000 and you own a plot of land, you still get cow, you get bag of rice. We don't do that. The cheapest of our estate is 5 million naira. Yes. But any property you buy from GTEX, take it to the bank. 100 years from now, even if you don't step foot in Nigeria, your property is waiting for you. Right? That is how we have done it. That's how we've built integrity. That's why I'm one of the few real estate CEOs that will come on social media and be teaching you like this. And there's nobody coming and say, I don't mind them, oh, they've stolen my money, oh, Leo, they've done this, oh, they stole this, oh. Because we charge the right fee for what we sell, and we make sure, right, we help everyone coming through us to make sure that they get the right property. No money issue. Many of our customers are not even Nigeria. Over 95% of our clients are not in Nigeria. Many of them have not even been in Nigeria when they bought their property. Same thing in Dubai. Those who bought property from us in Dubai, they don't live in Dubai. Those who bought property from us in UK, in US, many of them don't even live there. They are just doing it for investment, right? But what we've done is to make sure we charge the right price and we give you the right property. I can help you to get some of the best properties, right? Some of the best properties, particularly the ones our company own. And let me warn you, I'm not going to be introducing you to companies that I don't own. No. I'm only going to be introducing you to what I own because I don't have control. Right? I do not have control over properties that I don't own. So if I introduce you to a company, I'm not the MD. I don't know how they are running it. If anything goes wrong, you say, Dr. Stephen told me to buy from them. Oh, now something went bad. But the company I'll be introducing with, I will let one of our wealth advisors, you know, once you chat me up, you tell me your budget, I will introduce you to one of our wealth advisors, and they will guide you and say, sir, this is your budget, so this is where it can buy, this is the promo we can give you, and then you can buy today. I don't know if you're excited about that. Do you have a deal so that I can give you the number to chat me up on? Do you have a deal? If you have a deal, we have a deal. We have a deal. So I've said a couple of things. Number one, if you want to be a property agent, it's free under our company. Just go Google GTEX and Associates.com. Google it. You will see the website. Sign up. Join the WhatsApp group and ask for help. They will guide you on how to be an agent and start making money under our company. We decided to give 20% of every money GTEX make back to the people who introduce the customer to us. 20%. So 10% on land, right? 32% on indirect link, and then so all expense paid trip, you know, all of that amount to another 5%, right? We also have another program that we run that is very, very powerful, and it has helped in many ways. Okay, many ways, which is that you already have some budget and you now want to buy your own property and you want me to guide you, okay, and you have minimum $5,000, right? Minimum. I will guide you and show you how to do. Step one, text your full name, your budget on WhatsApp, not call, right? And I'll link you with our team and they will work with you. Somebody say, I'm scared. You have very much to be scared. If you're scared, don't even bother chat me, right? You know, you are very right to be scared. I always tell people, what you fear will always happen. So when you are afraid of something, don't do it, right? Don't do it. I'm not even going to persuade you to do it. You are scared, don't do it. Don't even chat me up, okay? And you have the right to be scared. Guess what? This world is scary. It's risk we're taking, right? Me that I'm talking to you, I lost 120 million many years ago in real estate. But unlike you, instead of being scared, that year was the year I said, this real estate will go die there. All die and I die. After losing, right, 120 million, that time, it was almost $500 million because Naira was still 100 and something to $1. It was then I said, this real estate business, I will become a billionaire in it. I all die and I die. And that's the right attitude to life. Because it is risky not to take risk. When you wake up and you are driving your car on the road anywhere in the world, it's a risk you are taking. You can be jammed. The car can fail. The brake can fail. You could have an accident and die. That you're even going to have your bath. How many people slumped on the bed? Everything we do in life is risk. And that's why I told you under number 4. Stop moving around negative friends, negative association. Be careful. Me, I'm scared. I want to buy me. Yes, we have all been scammed before. But if you see any man that is successful today, they move forward despite the disadvantages. I failed in many businesses, but I refuse to quit. That's why I'm here. So the number to chat me is +1 857701 5527. WhatsApp chat. Please don't call me. I've said it. Some people are calling now. Don't call, right? Just send a WhatsApp message, your full name, your budget, okay, and where you prefer to buy property from, right? Your full name, your budget. Don't call, please. Respect the rules. Don't call. If you don't tell me your full name, I will not reply you because I'm only attending to the first 50 people. I'm a very busy man. I have my business to run. I have my family to take care of. I have 3 kids and a beautiful wife to die for, right? So I don't even have time. Don't come and advertise your legal services on my page, please. I've given you numbers to chat if you have anything to chat me on. Okay, so if you're a monk, I will only attend to the first 50 people. +1 857701 5527. My US WhatsApp line. Again, +1 857701 5527. Let me repeat it again. +1 8577 01 5527. WhatsApp chat. Don't call. Tell me your full name, your budget, and what type of investment you want to do. Now, there are some people also say they don't even want to buy property in Nigeria again. Right? Dr. Stephen, I just want to give you my money. Keep doing your property business. You don't understand how to do it. And be sharing your profit with me. Yes, we do that as well. Right? So I have a lot of investors who say to me, I know you, I believe you, I trust you. Now, if you don't trust me, don't waste your time. Take your time, do your research. Don't just wake up one day and see somebody on social media and say you want to start investing if you are not confident doing that. Right? So, do your research. But don't come and be, I don't trust, I'm afraid, I'm scary. I don't like people playing victim. Right? It's a choice, a free will. Okay? But one thing you will be glad to know, there are testimonies out there. All those who have invested with us, we have not default once, right? So, but let me also say this, I am not the customer service of the company. We are GTEX Homes, that's the company I own, GTEX Homes. You can Google the name, you can call the office direct, we run 24/7 CRM, even in Dubai. GTEX Homes. So, follow us across all social media, call the office. If you are chatting me directly, you are chatting my private line. So show me some respect, please. So I am not the customer service. I'm repeating again. You want to just make inquiry, call the company direct. Right? We're over 300 staff. gtexhomes.com is the website. I've just tested it. So call the company direct, make inquiry with the team. But if for any reason you say, no, Dr. Stephen, I have some money, I want you to personally guide me and and help me out on how best to invest what I already have, I can work with you, myself, and our team. We're going to guide you, okay, on how to do it. Again, I've just pinned it, www.gtexhomes.com. Now, our social media handle is at GTEX Homes, right? On Instagram, on Facebook, we're verified. You see our blue tick, right? In fact, we're the first real estate company in Nigeria to be verified on Facebook and on Instagram. So go at GTEX Homes across all social media platforms. You can chat. So I'm going to take few questions, right? So some of you are still asking for my number again. So let me pin it again. Again, tell me your full name, WhatsApp chat, your budget, +1 8577 01 5527. I will only attend to the first 50 people. There are more than 1,000 people who have watched this already. Do not accuse me of not attending to you. I'm dealing with so many people. Please, apologies. So I'm only attending to the first 50 to chat me up. So go chat me up now. And please go straight. Full name, right? Your budget, what you are looking for, and we'll attend to you. Straight to the point. Not hello, and then I'll say hi. How are you? How's your family? You don't even know my family. So let's go straight to the point. I love people being straight and direct. So I'm going to take a few questions. I will wrap up for today. Yes, few questions. If you have questions, feel free, go straight to the point. Now, how many of you got value? If you got value, type, I got value, I got value, I got value, I got value. Come on. Talk to me, guys. If you got value today, can you shout, I got value, I got value, I was impacted, my life changed. Come on, show me some love. I always say this, do not celebrate me when I'm dead. Celebrate me now that I'm alive. Honestly, it's important to understand that it's good to celebrate people when they are alive, not when they are dead. If somebody said something, you learned something, most of you will not even be able to buy real estate from me. So I did do this because of that. Many of you cannot even afford the real estate we sell. In Dubai, the cheapest of our property is over $200,000, even though you have opportunity to pay for 7 years. In Nigeria, cheapest of our property is, $10,000. Sometimes we do promo pre-launch before we launch the estate. If you are taking the risk of paying before the official launch, you get some discounts. So sometimes you get, to buy lesser. But usually our properties are quite on the high side. So most people can't even afford. But my goal is just to change your life. Because you may not even buy from me. You may still be able to buy somewhere. But you are learning and your life is changing. And that's the real goal here. So let me read your questions, okay? I'm taking a few questions, then we'll go. So my name is Immaculate. Please, how can I get more training and mentorship from you? I don't mind paying. Beautiful. So Immaculate, I love that question. Fantastic question. I have several coaching programs. First way to be mentored by me is my YouTube channel, Dr. S. Akintayo on YouTube. It's free. Just go there and subscribe. There are more than 1,000 videos that will change your life on that YouTube channel. Go there, Dr. S. Akintayo. Same with my Instagram. There's so much content on my Instagram, my YouTube. Recently, I'm big now on TikTok as well. Okay, so that's where to get free content. Now, once you leave my social media space and you want to be mentored by me, you have to pay. Because if I've been doing everything free, I wouldn't have become a billionaire too, right? And you won't listen to me if I don't have money. If I don't have results. Result, they say terminate insult. The reason many of you are listening to me is that you know my result is verifiable. Just Google GTEx Home, you see what we've done. Verifiable, right? So, I charge to mentor people as high as, I think the cheapest is $10,000. But if you want some discount, feel free, call my office, right? And they will tell you how you can join my real estate coaching program. And we'll see how we can give you some discount so that you can be part of the coaching program. And by the way, I love your approach. Said, I don't mind paying. We also have an online university that you can take advantage of. Right, the online university will do you a lot of good. So I'll just type my office number, call them, +234 81 800 00618. Tell them I want to join the paid real estate coaching program. They will give you the discount. Just tell them MD's discount. Right, that's the code word I'm giving you, MD's discount. So instead of paying as high as $10,000, you're gonna get some good question. Okay? So thank you for that question. Good question. So which other question do we have? I need sensible question. Akinwumi SAP says, my name is SA. I want to know your investment plan and benefits. Well, chat me up on the WhatsApp line. I'm going to link you up with our wealth advisors. They'll give you all that information, right? Everything will be given to you. Joshua says, sir, how do you think someone in their 20s can actually build wealth or start real estate? I'm also a realtor, but making sales has been difficult. Fantastic. Training is the secret for reigning. You cannot consume 100 of my videos on sales. And I've done several videos on sales. You can go to my YouTube or GTEx Homes YouTube. You cannot consume 100 of those videos on sales. Let's even 100 is too much. You cannot consume 20 of my videos on sales and you still struggle to sell. It's not possible, right? I started young like you too. I started in my 20s. And I started attracting wealthy people who could buy property from me because I got training on sales. Sales is a science. There's a science around selling. So you have to be trained. If you don't train, you just be shouting, come and buy property. Nobody will buy from you. For example, do you agree with me, young man that is listening to me, that the reason most people, we had almost 700 people watching live at some point, the reason they were watching is because of what I know. So if you want to sell, go and know what I know, and you will command, because people always draw near knowledge. Knowledge is attractive. Knowledge commands, okay, greatness, attract great people. When you have depth of knowledge, the way I've been teaching you for an hour now, you know I know what I'm teaching. It's not story. This is not a textbook. This is depth. This is somebody who has practiced what he's teaching. So that's where to start, young man. Start there. I consume so much knowledge. That's why I'm this deep. An average of my friends are between 50 to 70 friends, and they call me friends. And I'm in my 30s. And the reason is because I talk at their level. I'm that deep. So feed your mind. My greatest asset is not our property. My greatest asset is my mind. This mind is expensive. And I fed it. Last year, I spent over $250,000 to feed this mind, to feed this brain. That's what it chopped. $250,000. So you may not have $250,000. You may just need to start with watching free YouTube videos. Then later join Steve Victor University's $47 every month. Then later join the paid coaching program. Right? So life is in phases, men and sizes. Leave your size part-time. You grow. Simeon Richard, he says, please, sir, how do I drive clients to invest in real estate? I'm a real estate agent. I've answered you. No real estate where invest in knowledge. Right? Once you invest, you start delivering. Now, how many of you notice that if you know, you will talk. Right? As you know, you begin to dish it out. On your social media space, there are certain nuggets you just begin to dish out and people know you have consumed something. And they will start coming to you. That's how I've built my empire. I do videos like this, people learn from it, and they will say, sir, it's from you I will buy. Sometimes I even, because again, like I said, we are not that cheap. So sometimes I tell people like, look, you can't afford us. You say, sir, I don't mind. Even if I should just deposit what I have, right? Let me do it small, but it's you I will buy from. Because it is you I learned real estate from. It is you I am confident that I'm safe with. So in reality, the starting point for these things, right? The starting point is to just feed on debt. Feed. And begin to teach people on real estate. Drop nuggets, drop information that can empower people, and they will start buying from you. Bishop Thomas says, I have a proposal. I'm already one of your agents. I joined last December. Can I share the proposal? Sure, go ahead, share. Even though I may not be the one to attend to it, so, but either way, I can direct you to who. Someone says, how can one locate you in Dubai? Just Google GTX Homes Dubai. You see our office. You can go there. And someone says, I'll continue to learn from your videos. Beautiful. Now you're talking. How many of you got value today? If you got value, type, I got value, I got value, I got value. Come on. If you got value today again, confirm that you got value. I want to thank all of you for watching, and all of you who shared this video 50 times. God reward you. I'm really grateful. You guys are fantastic. Those asking for the number to reach me again. If you join us late, go and watch this video again on YouTube, Dr. S. Akintayo. There's so much information here. How to build your real estate multi-billion real estate empire. So chat me up for those of you who have at least $5,000. You ready to start? Let me tell you this. You cannot hesitate. You cannot hesitate. Property prices are going up. Now, we, for example, were increasing our price. We told people December, some people didn't listen. Right? Dollar price is going up. We are changing our price. Some people didn't listen. January this year, CBN adjusted the dollar price. Our own property too is going up because it moves based on dollar increase. Those who didn't buy early now, they're struggling. So learn to take action on time. Ìgbẹ̀yìn ní dùn olóko àdá. Ìgbẹ̀yìn ní dùn olóko àdá. It is at the end that anybody who chooses to farm with cutlass instead of mechanized equipment that begins to regret. Make hay when sun shines. Take action today. Albert Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. If a model did not work last year, stop it. Begin to be more spontaneous. Take action fast, now, quick. Buy something. Go and buy land somewhere, anywhere, today, now. Go and buy land. That is how to build wealth. I will not have secured the future of my children. I have 3 of them. If I didn't go into real estate, I will not. None of my children will be less than $1 million the day they clock 18 by the real estate investment I'm currently doing for them. Not one of my children will be worth less than $1 million. Not one. That's the side hustle investment for my kids. So I have cancelled poverty in my own lineage. It's gone forever. They can't be poor again. It can't happen. My own lineage, my own children down. You can do the same. And real estate is what guarantees that. Because you don't just make money in real estate. It's the vehicle. Real estate is the vehicle for wealth creation, wealth retention, wealth transfer, and wealth multiplication. So the wealth you make in real estate is something you transfer to the next generation. So what are you waiting for? I'm not sure. Wake up. It's a new year. Don't start the year procrastinating. Don't start the year not being sure. Start the year on a positive note. Invest. You don't need to invest with my company. But go and invest. Go and invest. Now. Go. Do something. Somebody say, how do I get your book? Go to my website, stephenactel.com. Or go to Amazon. Right? Go to Amazon.com. Type Stephen Actel. You see all my books. They have written 36 books. Right? Or just go to stephenactel.com. All my books are there. And you can order. I love you all, and I want to thank you so much. Somebody's asking me, do I know Grant Cardone? Google me now. Abi, Google me, you see the video he has done, mentioning my name. Okay? So not only do I know Grant Cardone, he's one of my mentors. Okay? So go ask Google. Love you. Bye-bye.